Great. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Of course, thanks for being here. I will pass it over to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, let's share my screen here real quick. Let me see. All right, everybody can see my screen?
Yep. Looks good. Thank you.
Great. All right, so good morning, good afternoon, and evening to all of you who are joining from around the world. We are so excited to be joining you all today to talk about what our benefits and well-being services we have at Pitney Bowes. Before we get started, I'm actually going to talk a little bit about Pitney Bowes and who we are. So we are a global shipping and mailing company. We provide technology, logistics, financial services to more than 90% of our Fortune 500 companies. Small businesses, retailers, enterprises, and government clients around the world use us and rely on us to reduce the complexity of sending mail and parcels. What we do in terms of the way we like to put it is every interaction is an opportunity for a real connection for our clients and their customers. So thousands of Pitney Bowes employees around the world make that happen every day. And they do that through our lines of business. Shipping and receiving, which is a technology to help office and retail shippers send packages and parcels domestically and internationally. Our mailing also has software hardware to meet all of the mailing needs, from first-class mail to marketing mail for many of our clients. Our global e-commerce is one of our fastest growing businesses, and they really help our retail, especially our retail commerce, meet fulfillment needs and shipping domestically and internationally. And our financial services, they deliver financial solutions to our businesses and help them grow by offering short-term loans, lines of credit, and equipment financing. So what it's like to work at Pitney Bowes. Working at Pitney Bowes, we like to look at it as a full kind of total value of your employment is beyond just your pay and what you do in terms of your role. We offer work-life balance. We have competitive benefits package, competitive compensation. And while you're working at Pitney Bowes, there is a lot of opportunity for development opportunities, as well as working on different projects which are challenging and help you grow not only in your role, but outside of your role as well too. We are a global company, so we work cross-functionally, like I said, across the lines of businesses, but also through our employees around the world. So we're a very diverse company. And what I love about Pitney Bowes is that there's internal mobility. So you can move around if you would like to have experience either upward mobility or working in different functions or groups to get experience. There's 2 QR codes here. You can scan to join our virtual job fair tomorrow to meet with one of our Pitney Bowes recruiters who will talk about the different opportunities available. And the other code as well is to learn about our company and also to see the career opportunities currently available.
Thanks for that overview, Joanne. So you have been working to share our vision of well-being and benefits and why it's so important to our employees. Can you talk more about that?
Sure. So our approach to well-being has been ingrained in our culture for more than 100 years. There's nothing more important than the health and well-being of our employees and their families. So we take that really seriously. Earlier this year, we recently redesigned our well-being strategy and identity. PB Live Well is our new well-being identity, and which better represents kind of like our commitment to help employees kind of take care of their whole self. And when we talk about kind of health and well-being and what that means, we're referring to all aspects of that comes together to make up the whole you, your physical, your mental, and even your financial well-being. It's all interconnected. And we believe it has equal importance and deserves the same level of care and attention. That's why at Pitney Bowes, we offer benefits to help support employees' overall health. We break up our benefits into 3 pillars: physical, mental, and financial. And what we like to do is design our benefits and programs to meet employees where they are. We recognize that we have a diverse workforce with different needs. It could be from a recent graduate that's coming in to work for the company, or someone that's in later stage in life ready for retirement. or a family that, for me, like for example, I always say Pitney Bowes allowed me to be a mom as well as a professional. So I think it's very unique of us to serve the needs of our population, whether you're caring for a child or caring for an elder. So we offer benefits to really just engage our employees, but also to provide that work-life integration so that they can be who they are at work, but also fulfill their lives outside of Pitney Bowes as well too. One of the things that we love to do from a communication standpoint is not only communicate benefits during new hire onboarding or during open enrollment, we really take a huge investment in making sure employees are aware of what we offer year round. For example, May is Mental Health Month and also Global Employee Health and Fitness Month. And Elysa, I know, like, for example, you being obviously our wellness manager, can you talk a little bit about the well-being events that are offered this month, just to give an example of how our physical and our mental well-being benefits come together and how they come to life for our employees?
Sure, absolutely. So Joanne, as you said, year round, we're always offering and providing important resources, tools, and programs that are beneficial among those pillars. But I think May really exemplifies it. So as you mentioned, May is Global Employee Health and Fitness Month, but it's also Mental Wellbeing Awareness Month. So for many years, we have had a program, an event that's highly valued and enjoyed, called 1 in a Million Day, where employees around the world are encouraged to get active for at least 15 minutes wherever they are. And we do this through a variety of different activities. We had 49 different on-site events, but then of course we have employees around the world working virtually, working in different ways. And our goal is to collectively try to get more steps than we did the prior year. So we did 30 million steps, over 30 million steps, as you know, this year, with over 5,000 employees participating. And it really is a mental and physical well-being event, just being able to get together either virtually or physically. That short-term exercise, just the benefits of an energy boost and coming together towards a common goal really pulls those together. Something else that has really come out as a need in the past few years, which I love the change in this, is more employees and managers saying, I really want to be able to help employees support each other and just build the supportive environment that we have at Pitney Bowes and have people feel that they can really bring their full selves to work. It's okay to talk about emotions. It's okay not to be okay. And this has really been something that we have valued and I think continue to talk about more and more people feel comfortable talking about. So we worked with our partner, Lyra, to have a workshop called Notice and Respond. And it's just really all about when someone says, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do, if someone's presenting with a concern, seems like they're not quite the same as they were before, or maybe there's an issue, feeling comfortable saying, hey, I'm concerned about you. And it was so well received. An extension of that is the mental health first aid training, which you and I both have gone through that course and found it so valuable and received our certification. So we've had one of our internal providers be trained as a presenter for that. And it's kind of like CPR for mental health. And the goal is to have as many people at the company just feel comfortable supporting each other. And so we have some pilot groups that we are starting on this mental health first aid, and some of us have done it already. We also partnered with our international provider, ICAS, on a really wonderful session on menopause. And Joanne, like you were talking about, we're trying to be supportive and inclusive of everyone, no matter where in your career you are. And this is a normal event that happens for so many women. And we want to be able to support each other and feel that this is a great place to work, no matter where you are, and you're always going to feel supported no matter what you're going through. We also have virtual, live, and on-demand fitness and meditation classes. These are throughout the year, but we had really some great classes for Mental Wellbeing Awareness Month and Global Health and Fitness Month. But we do have these year-round for employees.
That's awesome. I share your sentiments on that, especially with the mental health. It's a growing need, especially now after the pandemic. And you're right, being kind of a mental health first aider definitely helps our organization just be more aware of what's around us and just to help kind of employees. you talk a lot about our physical well-being and the programs offered. So with everything that's being offered, how are they presented to employees? And are there any incentives that employees can gain or earn if they participate in any of the programs that you offer?
Sure. So I'll talk about the incentives first. And of course, just getting healthy and doing things that are important and valuable to you should be an incentive in and of itself. But sometimes we need a little extra incentive with everything else going on in life, even just to get the attention and notice the things that are available to us. And so we do have an incentive program where employees and covered spouse and partner can earn money for doing different healthy actions. One that we feel is really important, as you well know, Joanne, is preventive care. There's so much that we can do when we take action early, get connected with a healthcare provider early. And our goal is to improve access to care, make it easier, and motivate employees to be able to get their preventive care to prevent disease, reduce issues earlier, and get care earlier. So a big chunk of the points that can be earned in that incentive program is for getting preventive care. But then also, as you mentioned, we really focus on meeting people where they are. So a lot of the different point opportunities towards getting the incentive, people can really choose what's valuable to them. So we have, for example, wellness challenges that are available throughout the year. They might be focused on fitness, mental health, financial well-being, and points can be earned for those as well. If a goal is getting active more regularly, points can be earned for those as well. So a lot of choice. And so, again, we're trying to run the whole range of what's valuable, but there's personal choice in there and personal value of what you can choose. We also offer nutrition coaching through a wonderful registered dietitian nutritionist who does one-on-one coaching. And she also works with a language line for employees who speak a different language to make sure that they have access to those services as well. She offers condition management programs as well. And these are like small group support and coaching programs on different topics. It could be diabetes, heart health, food allergies, menopause, and it's employees supporting each other and being there for each other, but also the education. And she brings in different experts to really round out that experience. And I also just wanted to touch on cancer support. So we have a variety of different programs. But through Johns Hopkins, we have a program where employees can work with a nurse navigator and family members and ask questions. So it's not intended to replace a healthcare provider, but just if there's additional questions, someone comes out of an appointment and they have so much more that they want to ask or explore, they can work with that nurse navigator on that.
That's so great. With everything that we offer, it's just amazing. And I just love, like, I have my Fitbit on or my Apple Watch, I should say, and connected to our Virgin Pulse platform. So I earn points even without logging in, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So one other thing that you mentioned, especially with condition management and cancer, obviously physical health does connect to mental well-being. We started our mental well-being committee over 4 years ago. Being on that committee together has allowed us to offer support in different areas, not only just from having someone to talk to, but also someone that might be going through living with cancer or diabetes and needing someone to talk to, because physical health obviously affects mental health as well. Can you share a little bit about the mental well-being support that we offer and how we're inclusive at Pitney Bowes in terms of the different offerings that we have?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So I feel like we have come a long way in the presence of mental health and just having people feel more like this is really an inclusive environment. We can talk about different topics. We have long had, as you know, mental well-being programs like counseling and coaching and meditation classes. But part of what we did when that mental well-being committee started was have focus groups around what else do we need? What needs to change? Do you know about these programs? And we had some key goals around reducing stigma, improving the supportive environment, or at least making people know how supportive the environment is, improving access to care, reducing barriers. And these were all things that we started before the pandemic. But through that time where everyone was going through something, I think the conversation around mental well-being really just increased and people were more willing to talk about it which I think is really important. And we've been able to have these conversations more and recognize how much we all need support and care. I had mentioned the meditation classes earlier when I was talking about the physical well-being programs, that we have fitness and meditation classes. But again, these have just resonated with employees more, and I think there's more interest in that, and this has been really valuable to employees. We also wanted to improve access to coaching and counseling, and we moved to a different partner, Elysa, who's been just a wonderful partner for us and really helps employees and family members along the continuum from self-care to coaching to counseling and crisis support when that's needed as well. We work with ICAS outside the US for similar programming. And from an inclusive discussion standpoint, I really love, and employees really value, the gatherings that they have. And the gatherings, as you know, are these small group facilitated discussions. So there's an expert facilitator, but there's a lot of open conversation, and they are on time relevant topics. They are on inclusion topics. They really cover the range from racial advocacy to women's health issues. And they've just been really highly valued. And I know you and I have both attended and really benefited from them. And then, of course, for people that need or want further care, we have our behavioral health coverage. We've made a lot of positive changes in that area as well, through some of the focus groups and hearing employees' needs. We added ABA therapy for autism as a now covered benefit as part of that. So I think we keep evolving in this area, but I feel like we've made a lot of progress, and we've come a long way with this, and people feel really comfortable and happy with the programs.
Yeah, I think especially with the Lyra gatherings you mentioned before, very unique, because other old kind of like EAP programs is just that one-on-one counseling. And what the Lyra gathering does is kind of bring people together, like-minded people together, wanting to talk about different topics. But what I love about it is that you can actually connect with people outside of Pitney Bowes, right? Mm-hmm. So that's really cool. I attended a few and I thought that was really unique.
I agree. It's really interesting to hear what people are doing at different companies, and just as individuals, how we can all make a difference in different ways and feel better and more comfortable with whatever is going on.
Yeah. And I love that you said everybody just wants to feel heard, right? Or just it's okay to talk to someone about how you're feeling. You're validated, whether you're having a good day or a bad day, or just need to just kind of talk it out. It's so important. Mm-hmm. And then the other thing that I want to talk about, like we talked about behavioral health coverage and beyond just the counseling sessions, is we also offer financial well-being benefits. And I think that's such a critical component to our benefits package, because not many people realize that financial well-being is also connected to your mental health and your physical health. So if you're not doing so well financially, then obviously that's going to take a toll on your mental health. That causes stress, anxiety. And we know that all those emotions can lead to physical kind of conditions or, things like that. So financial well-being resources at Pitney Bowes are kind of designed to help employees plan their finances so that they can plan for now, for today, and also for the future. We offer a ton of different benefits for every stage of life that the employee is in, including saving for retirement or paying for college. We also offer pet insurance, which is very unique. We offered that a couple of years ago, and that seems to be like the most popular benefit for a lot of employees that have pets. And, as you can see, we also offer discount programs, everyday discounts. Think about computers, auto, home, identity theft, things that you really don't think you need. We have it. We also offer cancer insurance because we believe that it's important to offer different benefits that help protect you in case you end up with cancer or any other critical illness. We also have our 401k plan in the US, obviously with a company match. In different countries, there's other retirement benefits available. Our financial protection benefits, our company provides our US employees life insurance up to a year of their salary, which is very unique. at no cost. Employees are able to purchase additional for the protection of themselves or their family. We also offer other financial protection benefits like critical illness, long-term care insurance, group legal, which is very unique as well. And the group legal, what's great about that is that you can actually add your parents and your in-laws to that too. And that gives you access to in-network attorneys for estate planning or just creating a living will and things like that. Our backup care program has to be the most popular benefit to date. We introduced this about 2 years ago in the US, and our backup care program with Bright Horizons actually allows employees to get care for either themselves, their children, elderly parents, or elderly loved ones if they care for one, and even their pets. So how that program works is that Pitney Bowes subsidize 10 days for employees to use, and you can use those 10 days how you see fit. So for myself, I've actually downloaded a voucher to use it for pet care. And I can get the voucher to use for a pet walker, boarding, or for myself, if I have a surgery or something planned, I can hire somebody to come into the house to help take care of me. So that's a unique benefit. Another really popular benefit that just launched last year with Guild, we always had a tuition assistance program at Pitney Bowes, but we just started a new relationship with Guild Education Benefit. And that benefit allows our employees to go back to school to obtain either a certificate program, they can get degree programs, bachelor's, master's. And what I love about Pitney Bowes, like I explained before, developmental opportunities, they allow you to kind of go to school and grow, not only in the company, but also academically. Or if you wanted to learn a new skill, you can use the Guild benefit to kind of get a certificate program or take any courses. We also offer scholarship program for our employees that have high school dependents that are entering college into the following year. So we do that every year. And then our family building benefits, which is also very rich and generous. Our adoption assistance benefit offers our employees $15,000 cash benefit, which employees can use for to help pay for the expenses of adopting the child. And then our paid parental leave, which is one of my personal favorites too, because it gives paid time off to new moms and dads so that they can care and bond for their new loved one. So there's a lot of different benefits. I am going to share, how to get more information, but, definitely.
So I know you said you're going to share that next, so I'm going to segue right there. So if someone's interested in a position at Pitney Bowes and they want to learn more about benefits, how do they do that?
Well, so there's a couple of ways. So you could join the career fair tomorrow and meet with our recruiter to talk about the job opportunities that are currently available. Also, you can visit our career site at careers.pitneybowes.com. The U.S. benefits guide is also on this slide. If you scan the QR code, you can look more in detail of all the benefits that we talked about. So tomorrow is our benefits fair, and you'll be meeting our Pitney Bowes recruiter there to talk about our opportunities.
Great. Thanks, Joanne. That was a fun way to share our well-being story. Appreciate being able to do this with you.
Yeah, thank you, Elysa. Likewise.
Awesome. Well, thank you both so much for that. There's so many amazing things at Pitney Bowes going on. Thank you both for sharing. Obviously, the pets get a lot of love in this house, don't they? My pet running around, his little ears perked up at that perk. I love all of that. And it's so fantastic to hear, how folks can grow within Pitney Bowes too. I love all the continued education. You can get your master's, certificate programs, the family leave, all that stuff. There's so much great stuff in there. So that's really exciting. So folks can check out all the opportunities and meet with some of the team tomorrow at the job fair. So thank you so much for coming today. And we look forward to having you all back tomorrow at our job fair.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having us.
Have a good one.
Bye.